Hey, what's going on everybody? Scott Hills here with you today. I've been waiting to make this video for a while. This is my $30,000 comeback special. Just to start this off right, I am not an accredited investor and I'm obviously a new stock trader. I'm gonna go through exactly what happened, all my mistakes that led up to me finally learning, executing, and then most importantly, mentally being ready to make all the losses that I've accrued in the past 3 months back. And then keep watching till the end of this video because I'm actually gonna go down to my unit and I'm gonna go through every position I have on every single stock and I'm gonna break down why I entered when I did and why I chose these stocks. Before I get into this, do me a favor, hit that like button right now, right below. And then after you do that, if you wanna see more stock trading videos, I haven't made a stock trading video in a year and that's one of my most popular videos that I've ever created right there. So I'm excited to be getting back to this. If you want to see me keep making these stock trading videos, comment in the comment section below, do more stock trading videos. If I get a lot of comments, then I know the interest will be there and I'm gonna keep making these. Because I've been working at this for like 6 months and it's finally really working out. So I'm super excited to not only do some stock trading, but also to share all the info I know with you guys right there. And then just to preface, on my Robinhood account, I'm just doing buy and strategies. I'm not doing any options or day trading on Robinhood, but on my trading computer downstairs on E-Trade, I'm doing options trading Tuesday through Friday. And literally just on Friday, I had my first $1,000 day. I was so hyped. Without further ado, let's just hop right into it. What's really interesting is a consistency I find with all very successful stock traders is they take a massive loss at the beginning. And once I saw that correlation across all these successful traders I know, I started understanding, oh, okay, most people take a big loss at the beginning because that's kind of like paying tuition. I don't know about you guys, but when I first started stock trading, you guys can look at my first stock trading video a year ago. I didn't know what I was doing. And then when I really got into stock trading when the market crashed, I definitely didn't know what I was doing. But then as I took more losses and as time went on, I started learning the fundamentals of trading. And this is a very important one, I started understanding why I was entering, how I was entering, and when I was exiting. And it really made me realize that really stock trading is like 90% mental. You gotta have the right mentality going into it, or you're definitely gonna be part of the 90% who fail. So I'm gonna sit down right now and I'm gonna go through exactly what happened on my Robinhood account and explain pretty much what happens as the timeline moves. Okay guys, here's my past year with stock trading. As you can see, I'm at 94,000. For the total year, I'm about 4,600, but you can see there's a huge decline. So let me start right here and basically explain everything that happened that led me to this point where I skyrocketed back. So this is when I first uploaded all my money and I heard from a buddy that I should invest in the stock classic, right? Everybody always has to say that they have this perfect stock you should invest in and it's gonna just skyrocket. So I invested in it. I went up about $200 and then it sank really quick. I lost $7,000 and then right around here was the big crash of 2020. And you can see right here, I was down 8,300 and I started with 10,000. So I basically lost all my money on that one stock. This just goes to show, do not listen to your friends who say that a stock is gonna pop. I've seen this 100 times and 99% of the times, people lose money. Don't just get in a stock just because your friends say, because you really want to know exactly what you're getting into, why you're getting into it, or you're not going to have the mentality to keep with it. So this is around when I moved back from LA and I sold my i8 to put like $150,000 into this account. It doesn't show that there because Robinhood doesn't take into account withdrawals because I later withdrawed 50,000 of that. And then I thought I missed the bottom. So I'm like waiting. And I'm seeing the stocks go up and now I'm just getting irritated because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is an opportunity. I need to put my money somewhere. And then again, I hear of a stock called NAT, Norwegian Tankers. And everybody was getting in on it and everyone was saying it was gonna pop because of this and that. So I just put $30,000 into it this day. I made $3,000 that first day and then the next day it tanked like a rock. And as you can see, I lost another 11,000 right here. So this is when I started becoming a bit more moderate and started reaching out to mentors, especially my personal mentor who explained to me all the fundamentals of stock trading. I just held some positions right here. I tried some indicator stuff right here. It didn't really work and I pulled out because my mentality wasn't right. Just to be clear, this is when I was in Colorado. And the stocks that I got in right now, due to the indicators that my mentor told me about, are already up about 3 to 4x. But I got out because I panicked because I didn't understand fully why I was in this trade. I kept trying new stuff, all the way preparing. Some stuff worked, so you can see a little pop right here. And then later it didn't work, and then you can see a drop right here. So right around August is when my buddy Jay Rich alerted me that he's been investing in energy lately and that I should check it out. So he told me the stocks that he was in. I went and I checked all these stocks, and again, I'm gonna go through these when I get down to my unit, and it really made sense to me. Energy was at all-time lows. I mean, some of these stocks like 15-year lows, and it was only down because nobody's using energy right now because of the lockdown. So some of these stocks are literally down 8x from what they were a couple months ago. And so what I did differently this time was I didn't panic. I started buying down. I started sizing in as the stocks dropped, and all energy just kept dropping. So I started sizing in, And then guys, I just want to mention right here, I forgot to say, it wasn't only energy that I was sizing in. All the stocks you're about to see me go through, I was also sizing into around this time. And then this is when my account hit an all-time low right there, 63,000, making that a total of about $30,000 down right here. Started sizing in. There's one more drop where I sized in more, and then next day I made like 2,000. Next day I made 3,000. Next day I lost 1,000. Next day I made 4,000. Next day I made another 4,000. And then one of these days, 10,000 on November 6th. So you can see from November 6th to November 9th, I made $10,000 that day. It went back down, and then as you can see right now, 94,000 in my account. See, Scotty came through with the comeback special, no fucking around. And I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of like pressure on my shoulders. I'm like, I need to make this back. I can't believe I just like went through $30,000 trading stocks at a time when the markets were just shooting up. When things started going well, my mentor told me like, he told me himself personally that he doesn't size in as it goes up. Like he'll never add as it's going up. He'll just like look for other opportunities. And that also really taught me to never buy into the hype. You know, most times you can make the most money before the hype even happens. So energy is surprisingly not that talked about in the trading community, it seems right now. Most people are looking at, you know, like Tesla, NIO, all these EV companies, which I'm also invested in. And again, I'm gonna get into the details of this once I get back into the unit, so stay tuned. So guys, this is a super important point. Let me go through this $30,000 comeback once more. This is when I was listening to everybody else of what stocks to buy, listening to everybody about what stocks to buy, what stocks to buy, what stocks to buy. This is when I started about how to buy stocks. I learned how to buy stocks. And then I started buying stocks here with the advice I've gotten on how to buy stocks, okay? I'm buying stocks, how to buy stocks. And then as you can see, it worked out $30,000 later. And after all my losses, after all the preparation and practice that I've been doing for the past 6 months, I then made $30,000 in the past 30 days. So guys, take it from me, because as you just saw my progression, I paid the tuition to the trading gods, all because I was listening to what stocks I should buy rather than just focusing on myself and learning how to buy stocks. That's the biggest awakening for me, as well as a lot of mindset stuff that I probably won't get into in this video. But nonetheless, I'm gonna head down to my unit right now and get into the nitty-gritty details of why I bought each stock. So I'm back in my options trading room / podcast room, and now I'm gonna break down these stocks and show you the positions that I'm in. So here are my energy stocks right here. I'm in GE, SM Energy, Telluride, Cosmos Energy, and KLXE, and these are the percentages it's grown so far. And as you can see, I'm about 59%, 120%, 54%, 57%. So those that I feel like having one share of Berkshire Hathaway is just luck, so I just did that. I took a risky position on AMC that really paid off. I'm up 52% on that. Aurora Cannabis, 91%. Nikola, I'm up 45%. Tesla, I'm up 27%. Fisker, 17%, I'm waiting to size in, and then LMPX, 3%. This is actually the first stock I ever invested in, if you guys remember my last video. And this is when I bought in, and then it just dropped like a rock. See, that's why I didn't understand why I was getting into it. I just thought it was the way to get in. So I got in to GE at $6.11. And the reason I did this was, if you go back to the crash back in May, look, it touched down just around $5.70 that day. So I knew that it would bounce around $6. Like, that was a no-brainer. So when it bounced down to 6 right here, I just added in and I put 10K, I think, in. And as you can see, it bounced perfectly and went up, because obviously it was gonna go up. This is GE we're talking about, one of the biggest energy companies in the world. And before COVID, they were at $13, and still right now they're at $9.73. So they could still go up. Who knows? Nobody really knows anything. SM was very similar. Like you can see, guys, this is my big attractor into energy. Again, shout out Jay Rich for giving me the tip on this. Before COVID, SM Energy was trading at like $10, okay? Pretty consistently too. If you go back, they're always like pretty high up there, even upwards of $35. Right now they're at $3.60. So if it gets back there, that's gonna be a 10x return, okay? So SM Energy was interesting because $2 was a decent resistance line that it kept hitting. And so I sized in at $2 and then it went down. And then I sized in again, I think at like 180, and then it went down. And I sized in again around 160. And I sized in once more about 150. And then I forgot to mention my average cost per share then ended up being $1.61 for SM. There was a short pop and then it got all the way down to $1 and like I remember it's like 137 right here. I was thinking about sizing in, but I'm like, damn, the next heavy resistance line is $1, because if you look back again, back to the crash, right when everything was going down, it kept bouncing right around $1. So I was kind of waiting for that and it never did. And now I'm up 120% with that, with still potentially so much more to go. And look, all these energy ones are pretty much the exact same. Like TEL, trading at 7, it's currently at $1.09, but I got in at that one at 70 cents. Cosmos, same thing. So this is why it attracted me so much to go with energy. And I cannot shout Jay Rich out enough, because I probably would have never gotten energy if it wasn't for me talking to him about it. So next we have AMC. So I looked at AMC and I got in, my average cost was $2.20 right there. And the reason I did that was, again, I just looked back at the crash back here in March, and their lows was about $2. So I assumed it was gonna just bounce again, because look, it bounced once there and then it bounced once again right there. So when it hit again, this one was risky, but also a no-brainer at the same time in terms of risk, because I just set a stop loss on this one. Because obviously pre-COVID, I mean, they were trading pretty high and they still have the potential to, but this is risky in the fact of they could sell. ACB, this one was a no-brainer whatsoever. So I just got into them. My average cost is $3.76, and I did it right before this pop. I look at that. I literally got in at the exact perfect time. And the reason I got into this one, guys, I had to go all the way back to fucking 2016. And as you can see way back here, it got down to about $4 and then it popped again. So when I saw it go below $4, this was a no-brainer whatsoever. Because look, at one point they were trading at $126 and they're still only at $7. I am holding this one for a long time. I think they're gonna go up as more states legalize cannabis. This one was a great snatch right here, because the potential for growth is absolutely immense, and it was obvious it was going to bounce at $4 because it was a 4-year low. Oh, next, Nikola. I mean, basically you can see the consistency. Same thing. I got in at Nikola at $18.10. I believe it was right on this day right here on November 10th. And the reason I chose to get in that day is I went back in September 2020 and they bounced at 1788. And then on this day, I believe they bounced at 1788 as well, 1759. So it bounced, and now I'm up 50% on that. And this is a different kind of company since they just IPO'd. So Tesla, pretty much a similar thing, guys. I got in at $3.80. All I did, I got in, I believe, on October 30th, and all I did was just look back right here. I'm like, okay, well, it bounced at 380 last month. And so Tesla, I mean, I feel like they just have so much room to grow, and if it just bounced right here, I expected it to bounce again. But I didn't put too much size into this one, because again, I forgot to mention this. I sized into a lot of these positions, but never was able to size in more than what I wanted. So I only bought $4,500 worth of Tesla, because I was worried that it was going to test 330 again, which then I was going to size in even more. But it didn't, and it just went up, and now I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to be holding that for a while. And then Fisker is a new one. I'm still waiting to size in on that, so I can't speak too much about that. And then LMPX is literally that stock that my friend said. So yeah, guys, remember, I'm still pretty new at this, but fortunately, my mentor who's personally mentoring me, he's a very, very low-key guy and has done so much money in stock trading and is just so experienced. I'm grateful as hell to have him in my life. At the end of the day, I'm still learning myself, but I think this video is gonna be really cool because a lot of you have been watching my Instagram stories, have been following me for a while, and have known that I've been putting in the work for these stocks. And I really didn't want to tell anyone about these losses, because then they would be like, see, I told you so, see, I told you so. I want to keep that more private, because I knew eventually it would come back as long as I kept focusing and kept understanding stocks, rather than just trying to find someone who knows stocks and asking them to tell me what to buy and all that, because that's never going to work, guys. If you're serious about this, it is unbelievable to watch money make money, and I feel like a fool for the past 2 years of not allowing my money to make money. I've just been sticking all my money in the bank and just looking at me like, yay, look at me. But just in this past month, between my crypto investments and the stock trading investments, just those two alone, my money has made $40,000 extra money. And plus options started going well. So now that I'm really getting the hang of options, I'm really excited to see what I can do with my options. But what me and my mentor have been talking about is consistent short-term trading for consistent long-term trading. What he does is he usually just starts with a low amount, scales it 10 or 20x, takes that money and then puts it in long-term trades that we use with certain indicators in stock charts. So that was my $30,000 comeback special. It actually finally is working now. I cannot wait to see where this goes. And I hope you guys got value out of this video, whether you're a seasoned trader or you're a brand new trader. At the end of the day, just remember, I'm still learning this stuff myself, but I'm just passing what's been working for me and why it's been working for me. Most importantly, the why is way more important than the what in terms of what we're doing here. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, comment below, do more stock trading videos. If you guys comment enough, do more stock trading videos, I'll do more stock trading videos. Please hit that like and definitely subscribe, because this is now the takeoff of my trading journey. I've paid the tuition, I've gone to school, and now I'm shooting straight up, both mentally, financially, but most importantly, mentally, because I know I still got so much to learn and I don't claim to be a professional whatsoever. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.